Hey. Okay, so my name is Ashley Mays, and I teach music. And so the project that I created is a first grade unit actually on sound. So it's based on, let me share my screen here. It's based on the first grade science standard, but it's foundational for all the stuff that we do in music. So I cover it for first grade, for the first grade homeroom teachers. So it's a first grade unit that's based on the standard. Construct an explanation supported by evidence that vibrating materials can make sound and that sound can make materials vibrate. So the goal is I want for the students to be able to answer these questions right here. What is sound? What causes sound? What is vibration? What is volume? What is pitch? What is tension? And then how do you tune a stringed instrument? So I want them to be able to use the vocabulary, not only those words in particular, but to be able to define them using appropriate vocabulary. And then I listed the supplies here. You can go back and look at that if you want to. Because I teach music, I don't get to see the kids every day. I only get to see them once a week. So this lesson actually, or this, and it's really a unit that I've turned it into. It spreads out for about 2 months that I do this at the end of the year with first grade. So each lesson is about 30 to 45 minutes. I say 30 to 45 because we have to review at the beginning and end because you're talking about first graders, and you're talking about the fact that they haven't been in my class for a week. So we definitely have to do a heavy review at the beginning, and then a light review at the end. Always asking them the question, what causes sound? That's like the big review. And then at the very end of the unit, to tie everything together, we're going to build a stereo box guitar, and it's a big review that we do at the end, but it really shows me, number one, if they were paying attention over the last couple of months, and number two, who I need to work with. So I'll get into that in just a second. So that's basically how the lesson is set up. So I said it's been broken up into 6 30 to 45 minute lessons. So I'm going to show you kind of what those are going to look like. The first 2 days and they use their science books. So the first 2 days we're doing one lesson, and it usually takes us 2 days to get through that, or 2 weeks, however you want to look at that. I do have a little Prezi here that I created to go along with our lesson. I'm not going to really bore you with that right now, but just talking about the main overarching concepts about sound. And then again, just reiterating, vibration causes sound. And this is a great place for them to come and review. I was really excited that now I'm excited that I have a place now for them to do this, because I've been doing this unit with them for a couple of years now, and I have never really compiled all the resources into one area. Here's a video where Quaver, he's it's the online resource that we use. He talks about sound, and he talks about how, actually it's a video of me, and I include the video of Quaver talking about the vocal cords and how the vocal cords create high and low pitches. And then I have a couple of activities here for them to complete. One is a sound burst, where they're going to be describing the sound that they hear. So that takes you to a website here, and then you've got this is a Flipgrid on what is sound here, and the rubric. So that's for them to complete at home. Obviously, we don't do the Flipgrid in class. There's no way we would have enough time. But for students, because I do have virtual students that are completing this unit at home, this gives them an option for creating that guitar or some kind of instrument, and using the vocabulary that they've acquired in the lesson or in the unit, describing how their instrument makes sound, what part of their instrument is vibrating to create the sound, and then creating a little song with it. It's kind of fun. Okay, so that's the first. This is just introduced on those first couple of days. Then we're going to move into the next couple of days, so day 3 and 4. We're going to be talking about how do we make sound. This is a great brain pop video here that just reiterates everything we talked about in the first 2 lessons. And then days 3 and 4, what it really is, we're walking through the scientific method, creating an experiment to which we design the experiment, we perform it, and then we record our results. So just a condensed version of the scientific method, where we're talking about cup phones. So they love this because we get to go outside. They get to see that sound travels through solid, which is pretty cool. And then I show them what an ideal cup phone is versus what they get to use. Safety reasons, we have them using plastic and cotton string, which doesn't work as well as tin cans and metal, but it is what it is. So I explained to them what would be the best case scenario, because these cup phones can work for up to 100 feet. So I kind of showed them how that works. Okay, so then the next day, and this is the part I was most excited about. I finally have, so on day 5, we talk about how to tune a piano. And this is something I have wanted to do, like I said, for about 2 years. I finally got around to doing it. I did it today and uploaded it to my website. But this is an instructional video where I show my piano at home. I show the kids what the inside of it looks like. Here, I'll kind of press play so you can see a little bit of it. Hello. And so what I end up doing, I'm just going to fast forward it, is taking my piano apart and showing them how to tune it.
Keys, the action, the hammers that move.
Okay, you don't need to, I don't know, if you want to watch it, it's there. So, but I'm really super excited that I finally have that where they can see it, because I only have an electric keyboard at school, so they can't see how the piano actually works. We've got that there now for them. And then I have a couple of activities, or one activity, and then another little video where Quaver talks about tuning stringed instruments. But there's another rubric there. This is what they do is they click on the strings, and it makes different sounds. Let me see. I'll take us there. I'll show you kind of part of the page here. You can hear a little bit of it, I think. Anyways, what they do is they choose 2 strings to play, and they describe why the pitch is higher or lower using some vocabulary that we've acquired so far in the unit. And then day 6, this is kind of just a catch-all day. They get to explore, do some, play some fun games. This is where that curation tool, I uploaded it here for day 6. There's some activities, there's some games. My plan is to either take them to the computer lab, which is open at this time, or borrow some Chromebooks and let them share. But they can go through some of these activities and really. The first one is volume, but the rest of these are dealing with pitch and starting to have them listen and see if they can identify highs and lows. And then an example of how to make and adjust the sound on a Cereal Box guitar. Now, they don't do the best job in the world of showing you, actually, they don't play this one, but so Cereal Box guitars actually can be played. And so what I do is I make them with my kids. I make a version that actually can be played, so it's pretty cool. And so that's what this final assignment is. This let's wrap it up and show what we've learned. We're going to create a Cereal Box guitar. So over here it tells how we're going to do it, and over here it shows like what I'm looking for. So if they get like 3 to 4 of the points here out of 4 that I'm looking for, it's good. However, if they don't, then I know they need a little bit of remediation. This unit takes about 4 to 5 class periods, not remediation. This final project takes about, like I said, 4 to 5 class periods, and there's lots of coloring, there's lots of taping and that kind of thing. So there's plenty of time. I have plenty of free time that I can work with those kids just one-on-one, because I don't have time the rest of the unit. Our lessons are too condensed. I'm super pressed for time in music, but I do have those that little bit of time there during this that I can work with them and really catch them up. And then at the beginning of next year, we're going to be reviewing with 2nd grade, because we build on what we build on the information. So I got to make sure they didn't forget what we learned this year. So we have a Kahoot review and an individual quiz that they can take. Okay, that's it. That's the project. Bye.